This is my response to quote number 3 of this week's Life Notes. This is from the chapter about the Jewish population moving to the United States. And it's saying that some of the younger married people are moving out of Brooklyn and into better homes at a price they could afford to pay, and just leaving the Lower East Side and assimilating into the American neighborhoods. And I thought this was a good quote. I thought it was kind of funny because I was talking about this with one of my friends in the summer in Russia, and we were talking about if he ever wanted to come to the United States, and he said, "Oh, of course, this is where you can go and you don't have to pay for anything, you just charge it. Just go and get an apartment and put it on your mortgage and get a car and get credit on it for 5 years and don't even have to do anything." So I think it's interesting how that was kind of funny, and this changed entirely. People used to, when they were looking at homes, go and look at ones that they could afford rather than ones that were $1 million more than they could afford, which is what people have been doing recently, and has caused a big bubble in the housing market recently. And I guess this, what are they calling it, not recession. And yeah, hopefully America can get back to being able to have the unselfishness to buy what they can afford and to wait until they can afford a larger house if that's what they're going to do, like these Jewish people did during their time in New York. And we'll see what happens in the future. It's definitely not this way in a lot of other countries. In Russia, you can't go and buy any houses or apartments on credit. You have to have the cash, or at least be able to pay in installments each month, and if you miss the installments, you're out. You don't get to keep the house, and there's nothing like foreclosures or anything like that. So yeah, pretty interesting. So it's sort of like the opposite now that it was then. People were paying for their houses then, and now people are going into houses and just taking out a mortgage and not being able to pay for the mortgage. So interesting connection to today.